Welcome to the Coin Curiosity channel. We are going to be reviewing 6 quarter dollars for this video. These quarter dollars came from the mid 20th century coin collection purchase, and we should have 5 that are silver, with the one that is underneath the scope that you currently see is the clad issue. So the clad composition quarters were made from 1965 until present date, although the Eagle Reverse, which is what this quarter dollar is, it has that the traditional Eagle Reverse was minted from 1932 until 1998. It weighs 5.67 grams and is comprised of 75% copper and 25% nickel. The diameter is 24.3 millimeters with a reeded edge, and they were minted at the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints. The mint mark from 1965 until 2021 is on the front of the coin, the obverse of the coin, just to the right of the ribbon that is in the hair. So there's our mint mark. So D for Denver. So here we have the 1968 Denver, Washington quarter dollar. There was a mintage of 101,534,000. And you can potentially have a value range between the face value of the coin, so 25 cents, to a potential high value of $55. We'll go ahead and show the reverse as well. So there's that Eagle Reverse that we are all familiar with. And for that reeded edge, there is the reeded edge, and these were instituted, or they started putting the reeded edges on them to try to prevent stripping the metal off of quarter dollars, especially when they were silver. So there we have it. That is the 1968 Denver. All right, so now we have the 1964, and I'll look for the mint mark here in just a minute, but from 1932 until 1964 was the silver composition, and they weighed 6.25 grams, comprised of 90% silver and 10% copper. The net weight ends up being 0.18084 ounces of pure silver. Again, that is 0.18084, so almost 0.2 of an ounce. The diameter is the same, 24.3 millimeters, with a reeded edge, and minted at Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The mint mark is on the reverse of the coin, below the eagle, below the wreaths. So we will show that here in just a moment. So here's the front of the coin, and let's take a look at the reverse. All right, so our mint mark would be just above the R. So we do not have a mint mark. This is a Philadelphia 1964. There is a mintage of 560,390,585. And your value range can be the price that you could get from the silver melt value up to potentially $700. So we'll go ahead and take a look at the front one more time. So there's that 1964. So we do have two more that are the same year. So here's the second 1964. Not sure of the mint mark. Now we'll look in just a moment, but we see some pretty deep gouges, scratches. So this is Philadelphia as well. So again, your silver melt value to $700. And our last 1964. Front of the coin. There are no known major varieties. And again, still a Philadelphia issue, as we do not see that mint mark right above my fingertip. So it'd be right in between the middle of the wreath, the bottom of the wreath, and the ER, the top of the ER. So that's where you'd find your mint mark. So again, 560,390,585 minted. Potential high value of $700. So our next two $quarter will be the Barber or Liberty Head $quarter. Let's go ahead and get the first one underneath the scope. So these two Barber or Liberty Head $quarter we're going to be looking at are in fairly rough shape. I do believe that this is an 1895. And when you're trying to, ascertain what the year is, you try to get as much information as you can on the coin or the series of coins that you're looking at. So the Barber or Liberty Head was minted from 1892 until 1916. The designer was Charles E. Barber. The weight is 6.25 grams, comprised of 90% silver, 10% copper, which again turns out to be in 0.18084 ounces of pure silver, which is just under 0.2 of an ounce. The diameter is 24.3 millimeters with a reeded edge, and minted at Philadelphia, Denver, New Orleans, and San Francisco. So let's go back to trying to run some of the analysis on the coin. So we know for sure that this last digit is a 5. So with them being from 1892 until 1916, we know that we can only have 1895, 1905, or 1915. The second to last digit, we'll go ahead and zoom in here. All right, so the last digit's a 5. We again know that with certainty. This second to last digit is either going to be a 1, a 0, or a 9. Well, we know it's not a 1 because we can see the loop there. And when we get to the third digit to the left, and it's maybe a little hard to see But we have the top of an 8 here, and then the bottom of an 8 that I believe is there. So again, it's either going to be an 1895 or a 1905. The tops of these two numbers that are in the middle don't look the same, which is why I believe this is an 8 on the left. So it'd be an 1895. Again, that's my best guess. That's what I'm going to go with. Please let me know if you think I'm mistaken here. And then the mint mark, which is something else that you can do. Sometimes the mint mark can help eliminate certain coins. So your mint mark will be just below the eagle's tail feathers. Right essentially in between the R and the D in this spot here. So no mint mark there. So that doesn't necessarily, help us out. So this is being from Philadelphia. Again, I'm going with 1895, but I'll do a quick check. So they did make a 1915 in Philadelphia, but we know it wasn't 1915 because it was not a 1 for that third digit. There was a 1905 that was minted, and then again the 1895 at Philadelphia. So with this being the 1895 that I believe it is, 4,440,000 were minted, and your low end for the price is going to be your, again, silver composition value. So just under 0.2 of an ounce for the cost of silver, or the price of silver rather, up to potentially $1,250. And there's not that much difference between price-wise, I should say. For transparency, the 1905 had just under 5 million, so about 400,000 more, and your high price goes up to 950. So yeah, there's a $300 difference there, but again, the coin that we're looking at is not in good condition anyway. So with it, having problems and being somewhat difficult to identify, at least with certainty, and it could be an 1905, but you're not going to run into that big of a difference. Going back to if it's in 1895 or in 1905, but we'll go ahead and get off this $0.25, and we'll throw the last one. So here we do have an 1895, and just so we can bring the two up here. Man, now I want to, now this second to last digit's starting to look more like a 0 as opposed to that 9. It's a little difficult. See if we can do a little bit more analysis on it. And boy, that's tough. But I'm going to say now that this is probably a 1905. I'm trying to look at the dead space, where the hole would be in the number 0, just like the hole is here in the number 9. And the 9 looks significantly wider than this digit on the left coin. So I'm going to go ahead and say that's 1905. Maybe I'll look at this later and I'll think that it's in 1895 again. I might continue to flip-flop on it, but let's go with 1905 again. That was 4.9 million approximately. So let me just pull that one out. All right, and here's that 1895 that we can see for sure. And we'll look at the reverse. And no, I don't believe that's a mint mark. Let's go on and take a look there. No, it's not. My eyes are deceiving me. So here's the reverse of that Barber Liberty head. 1895 Philadelphia, 4.4 million. Silver content value for your low end, $1,250 on the high end. These are pretty slick as well. There is not much left to be had, so I'll go ahead and put these in. Some coin flips or some capsules just to protect them, but there you have it. This is the start of us going to start looking at silver coinage. So this is what we have been hopefully waiting on. So we have some half dollars, we have some full dollars to go through, and again, I do believe there is a gold piece in here somewhere with this collection. So do appreciate you watching as we analyze some of these coins and hopefully pass along some just tips or techniques, again, things that I try to go through when looking at a coin. And again, you can use a magnifying glass, use a jeweler's loupe to try to get more detail, change your lighting as well to see if you can get into any valleys or plateaus, mountains, of the coin, any recessed spots or raised spots of the coin that can sometimes help you when you're shining light. I have been Redacted 9line for the Coin Curiosity channel. I do appreciate you watching and swinging by. Leave a comment below. I'll try to respond to them all, or at the very least, throw a thumbs up and a like, letting you know that I read it and acknowledged. So, thank you for joining me on this journey as we go through the mid-20th century coin collection purchase. Thank you for watching. Take care.